So that was my trip inside the Aurora this time. And then on the way back out, this happened. Slam the Seamoth down onto the seafloor, and he goes right overhead. Can't grab me. But it's pretty freaking flat here. There's not a lot of terrain to hide behind. I'm gonna try to scoot over behind that rock there. But the Seamoth's already damaged. I'm worried about taking too much damage, slamming it into the bottom like this. Now he's coming. I'm trying to slide left, but I can't. I'm blocked by a rock there. Keeping an eye on the Seamoth health. It's going down pretty fast. I'm worried that we're about to explode. But he drops me, so we've got a second chance. There are 2 Reapers out there. Did you see that? That was another Reaper. So, quick head in here. Maybe he can't get me. And he can't. So I'm thinking maybe they gave up. Maybe. I can hop out and quickly repair this. Nope. And now, at this point, I know that that's just basically a dead Seamoth. There's no way I'm going to be able to get out there and grab it and bring it back before another one grabs me, because it's way just out in the middle of nowhere. And sure enough.
Caution, 30 seconds of oxygen
Boom, that's
remaining.
it, dead Seamoth. But I made it out of there alive. And that is the most important thing, because I'm carrying those 2 upgrade modules that we got out of the Aurora, and those are irreplaceable. So at least I made it out alive and made it back to my sea lab. So now I'm back at the sea base. I went ahead and made another Seamoth. I also made a still suit, so that is equipped and capturing body moisture, just like it's supposed to. So we're going to be looking at some wrecks now, right? And there's a bunch of wrecks. There are wrecks all over. There's a wreck out there past the mountain island. There's another one on the floating islands, more that direction. There's another one, I think, still in hung up in the top of the mushrooms. There's one out in the dunes, and there's one over by the in the deep Grand Reef biome, over near the floating island. So before we do that, though, before we start in on that stuff, you see I've done a little bit of upgrading to my base. It's still nothing exciting, but I added a second multi-purpose room on top of the other one, a couple more tubes here, and I also made an exterior grow bed. So I wanted to show you this because we haven't used one of these before. I'm going to plant some creep vine seeds here. These will allow me to gather the seed clusters and creep vine material as much as I need. They'll also provide some illumination around our base. Another thing, couple other things that I went ahead and built. I made a Sea Glide and an O2 tank, because we're just going to be exploring wrecks and scanning a lot of stuff, but we're not going to be gathering a ton of stuff. So we're not going to need that much inventory space, not as much as we needed when we were gathering and crafting a lot of stuff. So let's head back to our brand new Seamoth. Thank you very much, Reapers. It took me about 10 minutes to build. It's not a big deal to build one of these once you know what you're looking for. Go to the upgrades panel on the side, and now that we have the Seamoth pressure compensator, whoops, I dropped it. Now that I have the Seamoth pressure compensator, we will equip it by left-clicking, and it will move over. And now we have a maximum depth of 300 meters. So that will be helpful as we start exploring these wrecks. As I said, I made a still suit. That means I can take off my radiation suit, helmet, and gloves, and equip the rebreather helmet. That will also help as we start exploring these wrecks. Hi, Reefbacks. beautiful morning. Not that it isn't ever a beautiful morning on Subnautica. Ow! That's just bad driving. The energy pulse origin that you see there, that is pointing us toward... Who wants that? Who wants us? A sand shark? Yeah. Hello. You can't have me. I'm in a Seamoth. That energy pulse origin, you know what that is. That's what shot us down. So here is a wreck. We've already been in this wreck a little bit. Now that we have an extra O2 tank, it might be worth heading in again. But I think we've seen everything to see. I think that this right here, yeah, see, we have already been up here. We came at this from the other direction last time we were in here. So we've already seen and done all this stuff. In here... But this is not the wreck I was talking about. So tops on my priority list right now is getting a Moonpool. So I'm going to try to find the wreck that has the Moonpool in it. It is out past the mountain island, between the mountain island and the nose of the Aurora. So maybe we should have that energy pulse signal equipped so we can have an idea of where the island is in relation to us without having to surface. Alright. I don't think we're there yet. One of the other mushroom forests here. I might pick up a little lithium as long as I'm here. Let's see. Shockers. Alright, we're in the Koosh zone now. Got shockers. And I believe this wreck is right on the edge of the Koosh zone. Near the mountain island. I hit one. That's because I'm driving backwards. See, we are already approaching crush depth. There's a sick bone shark. Already approaching crush depth.
Passing safe depth.
And still no sign of that wreck.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
I might want to surface here to get my bearings. If we're going to find this wreck. So that's the mountain island there. Sea Lab, that puts the Aurora over here. Okay. I think we want to be a little closer to the mountain island. Detecting volcanic activity and several unusual electromagnetic signatures in the region. Exercise caution. Will do.
Caution. Passing safe
Yeah.
depth.
Yeah.
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Yeah, our Seamoth health is not good. That might be it right there. Let me jump out real quick and repair our Seamoth, because we're a little sick here. I have an extra battery and an extra power cell in my inventory, just in case either of these runs out. Oh, there's a Reaper. Shit. Not seeing the wreck yet. I want to get right over to the island because I feel like if I can make it to the island, I'll have a better idea of where that wreck is in relation to the island. Reaper. Volcanic vent. Those will cause heat damage. Let's stay away from those. There it is.
Caution, passing safe depth.
Yep, I know. We're gonna get as low as possible without crushing.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Now we want to equip this Sea Glide to one of our hot water slots. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, very nice. That's not a door we can get in. Yeah, we definitely want to be using our Sea Glide down here. Not sure how to get in here. There we go. We have to cut through that door right there. Alright. Laser cutter. See how much slower our O2 goes down now that we have the rebreather helmet? That was just a biter, don't worry about him. Alright, let's get some oxygen. We can use our air bladder for this.
Caution, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Alright. Let's go. Oh, wasn't this where we just were? Scanner, Moonpool fragment, Modification Station fragment. This allows you to upgrade all your tools, the Modification Station. You definitely want that. Hey, and they actually look like fragments now. That's good. That's 2 of 3, and there's the 3rd. Excellent. Excellent.
New blueprint acquired.
Now, we do not want to push this too much. Prawn suit fragment we don't need. We need more Moonpool fragments. We're at 35 seconds. Alright! We unlocked the Moonpool.
New blueprint.
Torpedo arm fragment, and we're at 30 seconds.
New blueprint acquired.
Pop our air bladder.
Caution, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
We'll make it.
Welcome
All right.
aboard, Captain.
So just like that, we unlocked 2 huge fragments. We unlocked the Moonpool and the prawn suit torpedo arm, which is a good thing to have. Oh, and the Modification Station. That is huge to have. We can upgrade all our tools now. So let's make one more trip back in there just to make sure we got everything. But I think that may have been it. Which is plenty. It's 2 huge items that we just unlocked. Another Moonpool fragment we don't need. Moonpool. Can't get through there. Picture frame we don't need. More Moonpools. Another bed. Big deal. And I think that's going to be it. Not a huge wreck, but an important one. Definitely got some important stuff out of here. So we could go back and build ourselves a Moonpool right now, but since that went so quickly, let's see if we can hit another wreck before we head back to base. Alright, so the next one would be on the other side of the island. Toward the floating islands. We're still in Reaper territory. I want to keep an ear open. We've seen this before. This is the alien facility on the mountain island. Plenty of lithium out here. And we're going to need some of that. If we see some lithium lying around, I'm going to stop and pick it up, because as we expand the base, we're going to be needing more reinforcement panels, which require lithium. And we're also going to need, going forward, we're just going to need a crap load of plasteel ingots, which require lithium. We're going to need those once we start thinking about building the prawn suit. There's lots of stuff we could be building right now. We can build the prawn suit, we can build the Cyclops, we can build the Moonpool. We have all those blueprints unlocked already. So here we are out at the floating islands. There's a wreck on one of these islands. It is dark, so it might be hard to pinpoint. A lot of quartz out on these islands for harvesting. Some diamonds as well. It's a bone shark. We're not that deep. I think it's probably going to be deeper on one of the deeper floating islands. I don't know how much luck we're going to have until the sun comes up. It's like we would have found it already if the sun was up, but there it is. Or if it just didn't pop in like that 5 meters from us. Alright, not really sure what we're going to find here. Let's start looking around. Stasis rifle. Alright, so we have that already. We won't be interested in any more of those. I guess we could use the Sea Glide here because we could use the light on it too. Or a bone shark. Just gonna circle strafe around him. He loses interest and swims away. We have a new message. Actually, I think we have a couple of new messages now waiting for us back at the base. It's probably going to be stasis rifle. Yeah, we're not interested in that. I believe there is a door that you cut to get in here. This is... Oh, you can just open it. Okay. Alright, let's get some oxygen before we go in there and bring the Seamoth a little bit closer to the door here. Power cell charger. That's a big find too. We kind of struck it rich on these first two wrecks we're exploring. And check out the Deep Grand Reef wreck at some point. That may have some good stuff too. That may be where the don't need the stasis rifle. That may be where the alien containment tank is. That's the next thing that I'd like to get. This may also have some drill suit arm fragments behind that door. Let's see if we can get that started, cutting that with our laser cutter. I don't know that we're going to be able to finish it before we run out of air, oxygen. We're also running out of power on this laser cutter. We may run out of power before we finish. Alright, so we're ran out of power. We have a battery in our inventory. So we're going to hit R and then use the mouse wheel to scroll to the fresh battery and left click to install the fresh battery. But for now we need some oxygen.
Caution, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
And running a little low on water. Ooh, ow. When you drink reclaimed water, it lowers your food level. So it gives you water, but it increases your hunger. Data terminal. Prawn safety instruction appendix. Don't climb on or get off equipment while it's moving. Good to know. Probably could have figured that out myself, but never know. Another door that we're going to need the propulsion arm fragment. There's another door we need the laser cutter for up there. Prawn suit fragment, we don't need grappling arm fragment. We already have, is it 2? Okay, we need the other one. And then we should probably head back and get some air. Definitely more to do here. We're gonna have to make another trip.
Caution, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Thanks for the warning. Too late. Power cell charge. We already have this, right? Oh no, we need the other second one here. And now we've unlocked the power cell charger. Wow. Like 4 huge unlocks in no time. That's good. See if there are any more here. We haven't gotten. What's that back there? Prop cannon we don't need. We already have that. Not something we need. Alright, let's get started cutting this. I don't think we're going to be able to cut it all the way. I mean, we may be able to cut it all the way, but we're going to have to go back and get more air. Alright. We'll go back in there in just a second. Shark. Boom. Yeah. Hello. Oh. Go away now. Stasis rifle we don't need. What's in here that we need? Not be anything. Floodlight we have. I don't think there's anything in here for us. Nope. This will probably take us out the other side. No, there's more to see and do. Nothing that interests us. Something there. Something lit my scan button. What was it? 50 seconds. Propulsion cannon, propulsion cannon, propulsion cannon. Another door. Oh boy. Alright. It may be easier to get back to the Seamoth if we just do
30
this.
seconds of oxygen remaining.
Show me where the Seamoth is, please. Quickly, quickly. There. Oh boy. Sea glide. Didn't need to.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright. Let's go back in that other door this time. Just make sure that we got everything we need. Where was that? I think we got everything we needed out of there. I don't think we have to go back in. I think we're in good shape. Alright, from here, I would like to continue to the mushroom forest. There used to be a wreck up on top of the mushrooms there. I think they may have moved it, or removed it. Get my bearings. Alright, there's the Aurora. So we're going this way toward the mushroom forest. That's southwest. West of south. That's just a debris field. I don't think that's an actual wreck. No. Well, there may be something in there. Let's have a look. No PDAs. Another sealed door. "57 seconds. Take a quick peek in here, see if there's anything that interests us. Prop cannon. Prop cannon. Nothing. Nothing good. Alright. Alright. Nothing there. We keep heading west, see if we can hit the mushroom forest. One thing we can do while we're out here, yep, see, that's what I'm talking about. There's that wreck that's on top of the mushroom. This is the actual mushroom forest. There are a bunch of mushroom forests scattered around the map. They're all smaller than this. This is the one that is the biome. I don't remember ever going in here. This may not... Okay, you can't get in. Alright. Let's see what we got. Nothing. PDA. Prop cannon. Yeah, as I've said like 10 times already, there are propulsion cannon fragments everywhere in this build. I guess people found it too difficult to obtain in the last build, and it was difficult to obtain in the last build. Did I see my scanner thing flash? Oh. It was difficult to obtain in the last build. They may have overdone it a little in this build, just a little overcompensation. In terms of how many of them there are, they're everywhere. Alright, 48 seconds of oxygen. I think we should get out of here. I don't think there's anything more in here for us. And I'm not really sure the way out. Oh, that was easy.
Caution. 30 seconds of oxygen
No
remaining.
power source. Oh, that's where the battery goes. Okay. Alright, yeah, that's never been a really important wreck. I don't think we're gonna find anything crucial in there. But as I said, as long as we're over here by the mushroom forest, the blood kelp biome is right here. There's some blood kelp. And there's stuff down here that you need to pick up in order to unlock recipes. So let's go down here and see if we can find some of that stuff we need to pick up. Approaching crush depth.
Caution. Passing safe depth.
Yeah, so this is
Warning. Maximum depth
the blood
reached.
kelp biome.
Hull
What we're looking
damage
for,
imminent.
are those mushrooms down there in the center of the screen. There is a crab squid. I don't think we've seen those before. Let's get our Sea Glide equipped. These guys are fairly dangerous. We certainly don't want to piss them off if we can avoid it. Alright, so we want to pick up these deep shrooms. That has unlocked a recipe for us. There's a new fish. No! That hurt. Tell me we have a health pack. Alright, good. Other things you can harvest here are the blood oil from the base of the blood kelp. Let's see if we can grab one of those real quick. Alright, got one. 36 seconds. Back to the Seamoth. Alright, you know what? We hit 3 wrecks, and we came away with some huge blueprints. We got the Modification Station. We got the power cell charger.
Nutrient levels decreasing.
We got
Calorie intake recommended.
we got the Moonpool. And just parenthetically, we unlocked hydrochloric acid polyaniline, which you need to pick up those acid mushrooms, those deep mushrooms, to unlock. And we've had our first encounter with.
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
And we've had our first encounter with the crab squids. So why don't we call this an episode, and we will visit a couple other wrecks the next time around. We'll go down and see the Deep Grand Reef wreck, and maybe over to the Dunes wreck. All right, so thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe, stay dry.